Welcome back. Look at this. Time for Wine Wednesday. So a new tasting room in Cedar Mill is offering a taste of South America through their wines and food menu.
LaChona empanadas y vinos argentinos. How'd I do with that?
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay.
Nailed it.
It's inspired by the heart and soul of Argentina's esteemed culinary heritage and their wine scene. And joining us to talk about some of their food and wine that you can go check out, co-owners Anthony and Amy Mule. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you
for
for having us.
Thank you for being here. When I first heard about your shop, I was like, I love this. We haven't seen this anywhere else in the Portland area. I feel like it is Argentinian food and wine, perfect pairings. How did this concept come together for your restaurant?
Well, this concept came, we just opened a restaurant a few months back, and it just, it was inspired by my grandma, Chona. She was an amazing cook, and you guys can see the picture right here.
How
this is
sweet.
Abuela Chona?
Yeah, this is Abuela Chona,
that.
when she was young, of course. And it started like that, you know, we just tried to bond all her recipes, start things from scratch, like a grandma-style food. So that's what we started, empanadas, and, you know, right now we have a restaurant that we sell also tapas and other delicious from Argentina.
That's really, really neat. It's kind of cool to talk about a tasting room which has such a focus on food. You hear tasting room and you immediately think of the wine, which we are going to talk about. But what have you brought in on the food side of things?
Okay, so right here we have empanadas. We have some flavors. Each of the empanadas have different shape. That's how you recognize what is the flavor inside. So right here we have ham and cheese. We have humita. It's a combination of corns and sweet onions. And we have a spicy chicken, one of the best popular in our restaurant, because Argentinian food is not spicy. So we try to also bring something for, you know, on Americans' palate and different international cuisine.
Yeah.
And we have a chicken right here. Also, we have some sweet dessert, but in Argentina it's very popular, the alfajores. Alfajores is an Argentinian cookie, sandwich cookie. They have dulce de leche inside and coconut shred around. It's very popular. You're gonna find in every restaurant and any also house in Argentina.
Wow.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and these just look, I said this in the break, those look made for TV. They just are glistening. That's amazing.
Looks so good. But then, of course, you know, your eye kind of goes back and forth between like wine, food, wine, food. So, Tony, you're our wine guy. Tell us about how LaChona Wines got started and what you're featuring.
Sure. We want to celebrate the highlights of Argentine food culture, so empanadas, it's a given. And wine is kind of known, but not really as highlighted, so we really wanted to bring that out. We love drinking wine and eating food with our friends, so it just came out of that passion for sharing and for having a good time with family and friends. So our portfolio consists of multiple aging tiers. So we have 5 to 8 months in our Norte Sur line, 8 to 10 months all aged in French oak for our Reserve line. Our Grand Reserve will be aged up to 12 months. And then we have an Icon Bordeaux blend aged for 15 months. That was recently rated by Tim Atkins as 93 points.
That's
We're
great.
very proud of that rating.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Well, and so for Argentinian wines, they're going to be a little different from what we're maybe used to from Willamette Valley, Oregon wines.
That's right.
What kinds of varietals are you focused on?
Yeah, so we own 10 acres of Malbec and Cabernet Franc in the vines of Mendoza, which is a farming co-op. Go ahead.
Say we got to get a little sniff.
So it's multiple owners, you know, with small acreages. And the gentleman that physically planted our vines back in 2007, he left the vines and started his own production company. And so he's responsible for farming, for producing all of our vintages for us.
Nice.
So in addition to the two that I mentioned, other owners like us, we cross-pollinate with grapes. So we can offer not just Malbec and Cabernet Franc, we can offer Pinot Noir.
From Argentina.
All from Mendoza.
Yes.
Nice,
Everything's from Mendoza.
Fun way to see how it might be different from Oregon Pinot.
Yes.
Our Pinot Noir is Mendocino style Pinot in contrast to the Burgundy style that you'd find here.
Yeah.
It's much more earthy, a little bit chalky texture.
Okay.
That's been very popular. So generally, you know, our wines span the medium to full-bodied reds. Now for the whites, we have two very nice rosés. Our most popular wine overall is our white Malbec rosé, which is a very uncommon rosé.
Right.
Exactly. You don't see Malbec, right?
No,
Yeah,
white
so you
Malbec
think
is a relatively
Malbec, you
new
don't think
Malbec
white
for
wine a
sure.
whole lot, right?
Not at all, yeah. And so people have been very curious about it, and they've actually loved it. It has a very nice minerally offset to your standard, you know, somewhat sweetness that you typically find in rosé.
Right.
Very nice complex Pinot Grenache rosé in our Amelia name. And then we have an Icon Sparkling as well, Cuvée Brut.
Man, y'all are busy.
Yeah.
You're putting a whole wine menu together that is
kinds
really
of fun
diverse.
stuff
That's
to
really
try.
neat.
Yeah.
All right, I do feel like we should dive into an
yeah,
empanada.
please.
I think it would be.
Sure.
I think it would be a
Sweet or
mistake.
savory?
I'll go savory. I'll go savory.
Okay, here I'll get you the popular
We-
little chicken.
The spicy chicken.
Oh, spicy chicken?
I'm going dessert first
Okay.
today.
Oh.
That's very common in Argentina.
Yes.
So dessert-
Okay,
It's also
good.
common in here. That's
Well,
typically Emily goes
while
that
we give
direction.
it a try, we want to tell everyone about how they can come check it out. I know reservations recommended. Do you have room for walk-ins as well?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Come one, come all.
Reservations,
Awesome.
walk-ins.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Amy,
thank
Tony,
you
we
very much.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Oh.
so much for
Come
having
check
us.
out LaChona. It is their new tasting room located on Northwest Cornell Road in Cedar Mill. You can book a reservation and see the full menu at their website, LaChonaVineyards.com.
Oh my gosh.
You've got a wine club
is
as
so
well.
good.
All
Yeah.
kinds of fun things to food to go with it.
Oh.
I gotta
We
try
should do this
dulce
like
de leche.
Yeah.
cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Oh,
There
food
we
cheers.
go.
Yes.
Happy
Oh my
Wine
gosh, what a
Wednesday,
knockout.
everybody.